26/11 terrorist attack. What exactly happened on that particular night?
On that unfateful night, Kasabe and his friends, who has done not the act of terrorism, but a war. The most painful work was the disposal of dead bodies.
From this 26/11, what is the biggest success of Mumbai police?
In the world, there is a history they made that they caught one live human bomb. Nowhere it is happening. In one operation, I was put to work as an intelligence officer. And I was made a complete Muslim into. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, Allah ko sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. ये मुझे करना पड़ा.
Yeah, do you really feel that you enjoyed that phase?
Every moment, even the most enjoyable moment of my life is the pain I received.
Who were, according to you, apart from Dawood, were one of the most notorious ones to handle?
Dawood was the most notorious. Then.
So, do you see any pattern or any common element that these people have?
Number one, first and foremost common factor is a grace and eagerness to earn. They wanted to begin with.
Today's podcast is super special and most amazing because I have discussed 26/11 terrorist attack that happened in Mumbai around 17 years back, that too with a person who was a whistleblower, who is an ex-ACP of Mumbai police and who has literally witnessed everything from underworld to all the terrorist attack on Mumbai. He has been to UN, he has done everything. A person who is 70-year-old living life to the fullest even today, every single day. So if you are someone who wants to live that life, create that life of purpose, then today's podcast is 100% meant for you. So guys, do watch it till the end and do let me know how you found it. What was your takeaway from witnessing a life of a person who has lived so beautifully and still is raging to go. He has no plans to slow down. So I hope you enjoy. Do let me know. ACP Dhanraj sir, it's an honor to have you here. So first of all, thank you so much for taking out the time and being here.
Thank you.
So, sir, you have huge body of work. You have done so much and you are still continuing. But one of the most recognized work that we know is definitely 26/11 terrorist attack. So I want to know, can you talk about or what exactly happened on that particular night?
I was posted to Kapparad as a senior inspector in charge of that police station. And that on that unfateful night, Kasabe and his friends were the uncalled guest in our area who has done not the act of terrorism, but a war against Mumbaitis and the economic financial capital of the country. During my tenure over there, I had overall study because, before becoming a police officer, I was a chemistry professor. So that professor always remained alive in me, which keeps me involved with data analysis and study and connections and all that. So when I studied IB's impute, and as such before that, I was working with Hemant Karkare in ATS. From there, I was posted there. I came to know, plus some of the speakers I used to listen very oftenly, read the articles and all that. I understand there was Mr. Chandrasekhar Tirak, who later on became a friend of mine, an economist from Thane. He had written one article. I will not be surprised if this economic recession of the world in 2008 will drive to some terrorist attack somewhere. And it was a shock to me. I said, how can you say? They said, sir, दुनिया का इकोनॉमी ये वॉर इक्विपमेंट पे चलता है. The military equipment, which is the costliest affair and costliest industry in the world. So he said the people who are starving now, they do not have money, so they will open their godowns and sell their weapons. But there must be a buyer.
Yeah, there must be
खरीद फरोख्त
demand.
होनी चाहिए. So who will buy it? Unless there is a terrorist attack, no buyer would come. So first thing I understood thereby that terrorism has a business plan, and vis-a-vis, if you can say, a business has a plan for terrorism.
Oh my God.
Because after 26/11, we bought thousands and thousands of CCTV cameras to cover all coastal areas towards safety and protection of the people at large. How many weapons we have bought? New machine guns and new carbines. Otherwise, we would not have.
It did create demand
It did
from
create.
Indian economy.
It is as simple that I have a godown filled with kerosene tablet, but unless and until you have headache, you will not come to me too. I cannot sell my medicine to you. So creating headache and then selling the medicine, this is the
Is the
terrorist
business.
economy. Economic equation of terrorism is this all over the world. This can be, you can call it a grand design. Well, what happened in initial stage, we could not understand it's a war or a big terrorist attack because we thought there is some firing incident happened. Conspicuously speaking, there were three places: Leopold, that restaurant, then Nariman House, and VT.
Yeah.
They were yet to go to Taj. Main Taj Hotel, they went later. After destroying Nariman House, they went there. After killing that father of that, Senegal type, this thing was there, Israel,
Jewish people.
Jewish. So basically, there was incident of firing. First reporting to police was incidents of firing. And firing out of whom? Firing might be because of inner rivalry between the gangs, which often happens in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Mumbai is not new for that. But conspicuously, 3-4 places where bombs were thrown, there were fires coming in scene, and 3-4 places like this continuously. That alarmed the brains of police ki there is something serious, more than a gang war. What it could be? When around 12:30 in the night, we had these 3 casualties of Kamte, Salaskar and Karkare Saab, there we realized the seriousness. My God, it's a Pakistan-driven war through terrorism. The most unfortunate thing for police was they were caught in the middle before knowing anything is happening, whether it is a terrorist attack, whether it is a gang war, or whether it is a war thrashed by Pakistan. Later on, through our investigation, everything came out that it was a war thrashed by Pakistan, but for that reason. Even if any seasoned military of the country been all of a sudden face such problem, they will also go
Completely
vary.
off guard.
They won't understand.
Yeah.
But we are police. We are a civilian force. We are not a military force. We are not prepared. So whatever equipments and whatever conscious we had, courage to come out and save the people has worked. No doubt we have lost so many good officers, including Karkare. But as miracle been done by Tukaram Umle, who caught a one live human bomb,
And it changed
that
everything.
becomes a history in the world. So that was the beauty of police, that they have exhibited their utmost will to fight any kind of situation. Gang war, yes. Terrorism, yes. Pakistan's war, yes. Which is most unfaithful for police. And that we have done. So when first information came, we ran with whatever possible things were available. That is the first reaction of police, first response की जो कुछ भी आहे लेकर अपना पहिले भागो. चला पहिला जे असेल ते घेऊन चला. पण तिथं गेल्यावर कळलं की अरे इथं तर फारच मोठं जळत चाललेलं, काहीतरी भयानक आहे. मग ॲडिशनल हेल्प, एक्स्ट्रा पॉवर्स लाईक रिझर्व्ह फोर्सेस, CRPF, SRP, QRT.
So how much time did all these things, take?
took-
Till the time you people were only and only Mumbai police was involved, right? So initial was only Mumbai police, and then all other help came. Is what you're suggesting?
According to me, it took 4 to 5 years
Oh my
till
God! Till then
the
you were
death of
just
till the
alone.
death of Karkare. We couldn't imagine the magnitude of this attack. It is
Okay.
so big, so large it is.
So what was that moment where you realized that okay, this is something beyond even our control also? And was there any moment where you felt on that night on 26/11 that for a moment you felt helpless? I don't know what's happening.
Helplessness was inside the mind.
Yeah.
But that helplessness is not the quality of uniform. Uniform speaks to fight. Uniform doesn't understand helplessness. This word is not in the dictionary of uniform.
Wow.
So human being after all we
Yeah,
are.
being a
So
human.
there is helplessness. साला इतना कुछ हो रहा कुछ कर नहीं पा
कुछ
रहा
नहीं
हूँ
कर पा रहा है.
लेकिन करना तो है अबे जान जाएगी ना जाने दे सो जीवाची पर्वा न करता मुंबई पोलिसांनी ते फेस केलं ते करेज कॉन्शियस मी म्हणतो नेहमी त्याला
Wow.
ते करेज कॉन्शियस ही खरी पोलिसांची ताकद आहे
So amazing. And the way, sir, you have given this perspective of recession and demand for war is something that I have never even thought of. Like 26/11 is so unfortunately such one of the most scariest memory of all us Mumbaikars. But nobody talks from this point of view, or probably there is no much awareness. So, coming back to that particular night, and your one of the most amazing and respectful people, Mr. Hemant Karkare, sir, we lost him in that on that night. So, did you feel, or do you get any sort of those regretful thoughts or anything that we if we had done this, we could have avoided. If something like this had done, probably these people would have been with us. Do you get these kind of thoughts?
Yeah, after the episode, we always get a post facto thoughts. Okay, what could have happened if we would not have failed intelligence wise? There was a basic failure of intelligence, has been later on revealed by American CIA, Naval Command. Somewhere there was some lacuna, we couldn't stop them. It was not that we were not in position to stop them. We were. But there were some problems ki we could not overcome this. But that in other side becomes a lesson for future. So for futuristic approach, we have updated our defense mechanism, we have updated our police mechanism, we have updated our intelligence mechanism, and we have also updated the conscious of the people. I would say we were duty bound to do that. As I said, there is no helplessness word in the dictionary of uniform, but we have to show that. But that was well supported by public of Mumbai.
Yes, very
The
true.
way they are supported, there was some kind of a communication gap between media and us, so we lost some. Then NSGs were called, and everything was set in the order. Maybe 3-4 days have gone. None of us have gone to house in these 4 days. We will taking whatever possible rest, wherever possible, then again go in the field. And most important work was, after facing that and arrest of the Kasab, the most painful work was the disposal of dead bodies and bringing the people to safety. Those who were completely shattered, some of them were having traumatic injuries. They were unable to speak. There were children which could not open the mouth. They could not cry. There were ladies who they had no tears. That is a kind of a shocking situation. And that was very important. So we brought the people from Main Taj to Vivanta Taj, Kapared, because that whole area was under me, so I used to do that work. That was the most painful job. And beyond that, I will say, real pain.
Aftermath.
After that, there were some unclaimed bodies. I tell you, in 93, 94, the worst ever riots in Mumbai, we had around hundreds unclaimed body. We wait for 4 months, in some cases for 6 months, publishing everywhere the information that some
People
claimant should.
residing in Mumbai only.
Yeah. They were resident of Mumbai. Some passers-by, they got injury. Mostly such cases were there in CST station.
Okay.
The innocent passengers, they were killed with the brush fire and all that. So that was most painful thing. And I was made a duty was given to do that work. So I should look at the faces. The faces were asking me a question.
And you didn't have anything to say.
No answer. Sir, what was my fault? There is nobody to have my cremation in this. I am unidentified. Who the hell got pleasure killing me? So that is the most painful thing. But police have to do. Finally, सगळ्यांचा अंतविधी मग पोलिसांना करावा लागतो.
That's so true.
तर ह्या सगळ्या त्या स्टेजेस असतात.
So, sir, I'm sure, all these, incidents, be it 93, terror riots and, this 26/11, this must be playing such huge havoc with mental state of entire police force, because we get to see you people always and always in action. We take inspiration from you. We are in awe of you. However, what you guys go through after that particular aftermath of that particular incident. So can you just throw a light on this as a representative of this police force?
Police
What exactly
personnel
happens?
were in great stress, and it was a psychological distortion, you can say, distressful situation. Those who have seen that particular night, the dead bodies and incidents and what is happening, plus it is scary also, it is fearful also. Apart from the police officers and police staff working on the field, the families of police were also badly affected.
Very true.
Then we had certain classes, some counseling, psychological counseling for that, and to build a courage. As such, the man working in police or in any force has a built-up courage with him. That doesn't allow him to fall down beyond certain line. So we were up that way, but still those trauma
It does take
wanted
toll.
to have some treatment. So that we have done. Then the officers were shifted, given some postings. Some of them were given promotion. I was promoted as assistant commissioner then from Kapparad. So like this, the revampation took place. Now it's 17 long years have passed.
Yeah.
And people now have built up a courage in police as well as in public. Let there be war, what worse it can be. Let there be terrorist attack. Let there be gang war.
We won't
We'll
stop
face.
living. Yeah.
We can face it.
We can face anything. Yeah, that's the beauty of
That conscious building up, I think, is the gain we get when we conquer something.
wow. That's so beautiful. And sir, according to you, from this 26/11, what is the biggest success of Mumbai Police or everybody supporting you? What is according to you the success?
Biggest success of Mumbai police is, in the world there is a history they made that they caught one live human bomb. Nowhere it has happened.
That they get
See
to,
the beauty of our democracy and cultural heritage, I would say. We believe before killing him on spot to get him to the noose of law.
Yeah.
We hang Kasab finally.
Yeah.
But we have not killed him. When he fell down, we have simply took the rifle from him and caught him live.
Wow.
नॉर्मल कॉन्शियस साला मार दो उसको भी, इसने लोगों को मारा है, ये एक एनकाउंटर हो जाता.
So just one out of curiosity asking question, whose decision was it to not kill him at that moment?
It was a decision of the situation.
Okay.
It was nobody's decision.
Okay.
It was decision of the situation because he was picked up actually, when Tukaram Umle fell on his body, so people lifted
Removed
Umle. And after Umle, he was lying there, beat this thing, a little bit of injury. Then they caught, then they said ki, साहेब हे जिंदा आहे त्याला गाडीत बसवा.
Oh.
कॉन्स्टेबल बोला, सब इंस्पेक्टर बोला, एसीपी बोला, डीसीपी बोला, that is not material. I don't think anybody was recognized there on the spot in that hierarchy.
Yeah.
But that was, I'll say, the credit goes to police.
Wow.
Now we had trial. Important thing, the biggest success of police, when you ask me, is that the way the case was investigated, Ramesh Mahale, the investigating officer, and the way it was placed in the court, I tell you, we could establish factual, logical, reasoned connections between Pakistan and the 26/11. The handler sitting in Pakistan. So that was very nice. If Kasab would have been killed, those connections would have been a bit difficult.
Very true.
So we have done that. And that's a miraculous and marvelous job which nowhere in the history of police, anywhere in the world has happened.
Wow.
The credit goes to our sanskaras.
Very true.
We don't simply take pleasure encountering the people, but we take pleasure making it a point of our national safety. And that is important.
So beautiful to hear from someone who has literally lived that moment, sir. Sir, also, you have spent, you knew Hemant Karkare, sir, very closely. So what, according to you, he has played that role in shaping up you as a person that you are? Because, and what kind of legacy he has left behind on all the people who had an opportunity to be with him and learn from him?
He was one of the fantastic police leader. Leader in the capacity leading from the front. He never asked people to stand with him or back him. He used to walk ahead. Follow me, come with me. We'll fight it. That kind of man he was. You can imagine when he arrived on the spot, he wore the helmet and the jacket and started walking. So that is the main leadership required in police. When these subordinates see, now my boss is walking, they are bound to come with you.
Yeah.
So all they came, and that kind of leader he was. Very humble, but very studious person. I have deep connection with him because he was from my native place, Nagpur.
Okay.
And once I was invited in UD City to give lecture on chemical terrorism. And the appreciation letter came from the college to our institute in ATS. I was working with him in ATS. He saw the letter. He said, "What is this? You are going to deliver lecture. You have not told me." I said, "Sir, they are spontaneously called." So I just went, and it was on Sunday. They had a special conference. So very good. He said, "Call that professor who invited our director and tell him that I want to do PhD in chemical terrorism. And you will be assisting me. We both will do the PhD together." Wow. It was unforgettable moment. I cannot forget.
Very true.
The generosity, the legacy of the person who wants his subordinate to join him as a co-researcher for the study in a subject like terrorism. And very well analytical, going deep into it, very studious, and sticking to truth. We always used to discuss and say, I used to narrate so many things from my UNOS posting, international policing, Europe and all that. I used to say, "Sir, I have seen the world. The world is never complete white. It is nor complete black, but it is grey." He used to say, "Look, I agree with you, it is grey. But have you tried ever to find out white in grey?
Oh.
Can you demark it? Can you identify and separate it? Then you are really a truth finder.
Wow. What
Otherwise, your investigation and your detection all fails."
Wow.
I agree there is grey, but you have to find it.
Wow.
See the conscience of a person. What a amazing clarity of thought in his mind. Amazing clarity.
I'm sure you must be missing him.
Definitely lot.
Yeah, that was one of the worst thing that must have happened personally to you on that 26/11
Yes,
nights.
yes.
Huh?
It was a personal loss. A very good leader, very good friend, very good human we lost.
And sir, now talking about 26/11, one last question I wish to ask that what was that one moment or maybe interacting with a normal person, probably from Taj or probably from CST station, that has remained with you? That the way you said, these people were asking questions I did not have answer. Similar kind of thing. Any particular incident which you remember from 26/11, which has for all unfortunate reasons have stayed with you?
There was a family from South Africa, one daughter, husband, wife. We escorted them. They were right in the mid of the exchange of fire and all that. We could save them, could bring them and ship them to hotel. The daughter, maybe 7, 8 years, was stunned. She could not speak, could not utter a word. We shifted. Then they said immediately arrange our ticket back. Then ticket, visa, everything was arranged. They went. And after 4 years, that couple with daughter came back. They stayed in the same room and they called me. Sir, we are here. We cannot forget you the way you have escorted us that day in your police jeep and brought us to rescue room in Vivanta Taj. And the important thing they said, after that incident, for 1 complete year, our daughter was not speaking. We were worried that she has become dumb. Her words had gone. We treated her. Now she is very well. And now I want my daughter to speak with you.
Wow.
So unforgettable memories.
Yes.
Simple escort. From
But
that.
you were doing the job, but you did not even probably realize at that time that
Yes.
you were literally saving the life of entire family,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
would look at you as a god for years to come. Yeah.
I saluted his spirit that visiting back,
Exactly.
calling me,
And
showing and
staying in
sharing
the
those
same.
memories.
Oh my God, that's like unbelievable. So now, sir, coming to you have served for so many years. 90s, it was Mumbai was known as the den of underworld. So have you interacted with these so-called criminals and any particular memory or any particular person that has stayed in your mind that I have interacted with this guy who with everyone is scared of, but my experience is different or something like that.
That was the first experience. I got posted in 79 to Mumbai, and first police station was Dongri police station.
Oh God.
So Dongri police station was a little bit scary area. And that time the Dawood, all other, these were not on the surface. They were Rashid Arba, Alamzeb, Karim Lala, were the gangsters that time. So I tell you, once we have gone there, we kept hearing the stories of Raghunath Singh. Raghunath Singh, the police officer who worked at Dongri police station, upon whose identity the role was played in Janjeer by Amitabh Bachchan.
Oh.
And who was Pran? The Pran was Karim Lala.
Oh.
So the gangsters and the bad element later on became his friend. फिर वो कुर्सी को लात मार के ये पुलिस स्टेशन है तुम्हारे बाप का घर नहीं वगैरह वगैरह all that. So नए नए बन के आए थे सब इंस्पेक्टर. So we had all craze to see that Karim Lala.
Yeah.
Then one day we went.
Okay.
Two of us we went. He welcomed us and asked about the purpose. I said the purpose is simply we may know you through our records. You have all the things. That time he was inactive, was not doing any activities of gangsterism. But about the story of that Raghunath Singh. And he narrated that story. Of course, in a movie, you have always facts with fiction and fiction with facts. But listening from him was amazing.
Totally
He said,
different
wonderful gentleman. ऐसा पुलिस ऑफिसर मैंने जिंदगी में नहीं देखा
Okay.
कि जो पनिश तो करना चाहता है लेकिन तुमको तुम्हारे करतूत का एहसास दिलाने के बाद
Oh.
पुलिस ऐसा ही नहीं किसी को पकड़ के लगा दे तो तुम बुरे हो, यू आर अ बैड पर्सन, आई विल मेक यू परसेप्टिवली फील दैट फर्स्ट एंड देन आई विल पनिश यू.
And he respected him for that.
ही रिस्पेक्टेड हिम फॉर दैट. तभी तो
A
रघुनाथ
criminal respecting
हाँ,
doctor,
रघुनाथ सिंह वहाँ से
police for that.
हाँ छोड़ के चले भी गए थे सब. ये था, दैट वाज द फर्स्ट दिस थिंग. देन स्लोली दाऊद गैंग केम
So
इनटू
how was the
बीइंग.
encounter with Dawood and his gang and
Dawood I met, he was brought to the police station. He was just a son of a head constable. His father used to come. When he was brought to Dungri police station, not as a criminal, but some scuffle on the road been taken place. So पकड़ के लाया फिर उसके बाप आए, वो बोला अरे सर बेटा है ये है.
so you
Very
met him
normal
in
and
person.
simple. Very normal and simple.
Oh.
Then what went wrong, periodically they develop some conscious to become rich. A son of head constable क्या करेगा करके.
हाँ.
Then they had tie-up with Haji Mastan. They were working for Haji Mastan. Dawood and his elder brother Shabir. Shabir was then killed. And there was some rift between them. Some gold were defalcated and stolen and something like that. So Karim Lala was the person to mediate between Haji Mastan and Dawood. And the mediation took place. They become friends and this thing. And very same night, Shabir was killed on the Chitra Cinemas petrol pump.
And who was a killer? Like you guys came to know?
Killer were they were caught and cases were tried and all that.
Okay.
उनका punishment भी हो गया. तो ये killing of their elder brother brings a big rift between some days between Karim Lala and Dawood and Haji Mastan and Dawood. Then Dawood was well supported that time. वो उसका कुछ उसको मिल गया था हाजी मस्तान का, तो उसने अपना अंपायर बिल्ड करना शुरू कर दिया. And that is how the Dawood came into being. Now Dawood became international gangster, most wanted terrorist, like American senator declare him. How he became that? Then that was the power who wanted to pick him up and use for their operational utilities. So that is how today's Dawood is. I don't differentiate between ordinary criminal and Dawood. Otherwise, having supported by some godfather or some deep state power who wanted to make use of them. And they make use of them. By the time he started operating Hiyajit network, that time, the real smuggling was watches, then the tape recorders and small electronic things. That was smuggled clothes. So in that he had his network established. So that network was useful to some other people. Somebody wanted to have polarization on religious terms, like Bala Saheb Thackeray himself said in some public speech that आपका दाऊद है तो हमारा अरुण गौली है. मतलब dons were given name, Hindu don, Muslim dons. Like this, the users and the person who wanted to make use of them were there available. So accordingly, they become great. They, suo moto on their own, they don't have any extraordinary caliber to be that
They
great.
just got the opportunities at right
These are the
time.
opportunity and the person who handle them. Their handler is more powerful. And they are doing it. And why, so many people ask me, why Dawood is not killed? Dawood will not be killed unless he is operationally usable. The way he won't be of any use, he would be made Osama bin Laden into.
Yeah.
These are the things.
Okay.
If you look at a grand design, how the world work,
Yeah.
how the economic underground, I call it economic underground world.
Okay.
So this economic underground world work like this. And they are the small pathas.
Yeah. So we feel that Dawood is like big, but the handlers are actually
Handlers
the-
are very important.
the
और
bigger
लोगों को वो
players.
न्यूज़ अच्छी लगती है, दाऊद का भाई का आदमी है ये वो पीपल 10-12 तो एक डजन से ज़्यादा तो पिक्चर बन गए दाऊद पे.
Yeah.
किसी पुलिस ऑफिसर पे नहीं इतने बने होंगे,
Very
वो दाऊद पे बन गए. तो हमारी मीडिया भी उसमें हाथ धो ले रही है. सो दैट्स व्हाई देयर आर बिग पर्सन तो कोई बना के थोड़ी ना मालिक ने बिग भेजा है, बना के बिग
perception से बनाया हुआ
हाँ, बना के बिग भेजा. एपीजे अब्दुल कलाम थे, वो बिग पर्सन थे. जो हमारे आज साइंटिस्ट है, यहाँ काम करते हैं इसरो में, वो बना के भेजे हुए लोग. ये थोड़ी ना बना, ये बनाए गए हैं.
This is very important way of looking at it. So, sir, when these these gangster wars were on, apart from Daud, who all were also, you have seen, you have interacted, or probably you people had this aim of ending this war, because that was one of the biggest aims of Mumbai police in 80s and 90s, that this war needs to end. So, what was your take? What was your involvement? And who were, according to you, apart from Daud, were one of the most notorious ones to handle?
Daud was the most notorious, then Chota Shakil, then Chota Rajan. Once upon a time they were friends but become enemies then Arun Gowli, all these were there. How police tackle and how police looked at it. You are a gangster, you are doing your work, you are nourishing your criminal and running sort of a company. There was a movie called Company.
Yeah.
People also narrated D Company,
Yeah.
G Company. So company, a corporate chalate. Well, but what maniac it was. A simple common man living on the street, doing his business, was made a subject for extortion. Because Daud has to nourish his 1,000 people, Arun Gowli has to nourish his 2,000 people. So they will go vary, collect the money and bring it. So the common man felt unsafe. If not, then coming, killing, beating them. This is I'm talking about common man. Now come to the business world. The builders or hoteliers are having their genuine business, and through the ages they are doing it generation by generation. They were also made subject of this extortion. And I think that there the gangsters made their mistakes. They err over there. And the answer then, police developed the handling the situation through encounters. They were so stubborn, not scared even to fire at police personnel. So police retaliate. They have the weapon with them, and that is for their safety and safety of the people. So their safety is first. When there is some criminal standing in front of me with a gun, and I have my gun, only difference that his bullet will hit me before my bullet hit. So there is the end of the story. So then that kind of situation, encounters took place. If you see that area of 96, 97, 98, up to 19, I think up to 2000, for 5 years, these were going on. So elimination of criminal from society through legal process. Encounter is also a legal process. There is always a magistrate inquiry, and some of our officers faced it. And when they failed it, they even were jailed. So all history was there. But that courage and that kind of strategy was necessary towards the safety of society and crushing and curbing the gangsterism. But still a wonderful question remains. Why no encounter of Daud?
Exactly.
Why no encounter of Gowli?
Why he has never been killed?
Why no encounter of Chota Razam? Why no encounter of Chota Shakil?
Yeah. So what?
They are under patronage of that. You can say political power, patronage of economic power. You can say religious power. You can say. Since the
So
Shiv
everybody
Sena-
knows it, but nobody wants to talk about it.
Everybody knows it. But why to talk?
Yeah.
All these three tier, if you understand of the world, which may answer your further questions. So, इकॉनॉमिक पॉवर इज द बिगेस्ट. अर्थसत्ता ही जगातली सगळ्यात मोठी ताकद आहे. त्याच्यानंतर खाली आहे धर्मसत्ता. मग ती पोपची असो, शंकराचार्याची असो की मुल्ला मौलवीची असो. धर्मसत्ता ही सेकंड. आणि तिसरी राज्यसत्ता. राज्यसत्तेला धर्मसत्ता ताब्यात घेते, धर्मसत्तेला अर्थसत्ता जवळ बसवते आणि दोघे मिळून या जगावर अधिराज्य गाजवतात. आता या तीन सत्तेपैकी कुठल्या तरी सत्तेला या गँगस्टरची किंवा क्रिमिनल ॲटिट्यूडची गरज आहे. आणि जोपर्यंत ही गरज आहे तोपर्यंत गँगस्टर
सेफ.
आत्ता निश्वास पोलिसांसाठी एवढाच आहे. जे काही पोलिसांनी त्या काळामध्ये केलं, एन्काउंटर म्हणा, अरेस्ट म्हणा, मोका आणला, कायदा आणला, त्याच्यानी कॉमन माणूस हा सुखावला. आणि मुंबई त्यातल्या त्यात आज ही रात्री 2 वाजता सुद्धा तुम्ही बाहेर पडला तर सेफ जागा आहे कम्पेअर टू अदर सिटीज इन इंडिया अँड द वर्ल्ड.
Very true.
So that credit definitely goes to Mumbai
Mumbai
police.
police. Very, very true. Sir, now you have interacted, so many times with all these criminals. You have seen this world from the closest way. According to you, what is the common pattern of these criminals or even these terrorists? Like, you have seen कि ये एक commonality है सब में. So, do you see any pattern or any common element that these people have?
Number one, first and foremost common factor is a craze and eagerness to earn money.
Acha, money is
They
always.
wanted to become rich.
Oh.
If you take a start of Daud, if you take a start of मिल मजदूर का बच्चा अरुण गवली, if you take a start of झोपड़पट्टी में रहने वाला छोटा राजन का बच्चा, ये सबके स्टार्ट में वो है कि देर इज अ इंटरनल क्रेविंग, दे वांटेड टू बिकम रिच. नंबर वन. When the richness comes, then the name comes, then competition comes. Then you have to retain that position as a supremo. Number one कौन है, number 2 कौन है, number 3 कौन है. If you see that movie Satya,
Yeah.
बिकू मात्रे type characters जो लाए हैं, de facto that second craze is for name. So now I am superior to him. उसको इतना मिल रहा है, मुझे इतना मिलेगा. Third factor may be lust or drugs or something. And Mumbai being a film stan, हीरो हीरोइंस, ये भी उससे कहाँ बचे रहे, ये भी उनके चपेटे में आ गए. अभी विष्णु ही देखो, सलमान खान देखो, ये देखो अबू सालेम तब से वो लाया. आई थिंक नाउ ही वॉज हैंडलिंग कंप्लीट बॉलीवुड. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग हैव कम. So their priorities were that. Basically, priority was economy, second it was name, and third it was lust. Enjoy and spread the news and give our people the liberty and this and that. Then what happens? All big people or small politicians starts coming to them for help.
That power.
And that's
Addiction to power.
Judicial power.
Yes.
So power thirst is the last. If you see that Godfather, why he lived, why his son lived, because he said power is the most important thing. Power comes through money, position, and amusement, lust. So these are the parameters for that.
Oh, how beautifully you have narrated this. So, sir, I'm just listening to everything that you're saying, and so effortlessly you're sharing everything. But what kind of role your family or any person who is involved in this kind of work plays? That was a question that was running in my mind. When you are facing so many things, you are facing criminals, you are facing terrorists, you didn't get time for sometimes even few days, sometimes even for a week to even go check on your family. How do they take, and what kind of support you people need to thrive in this profession?
Family members, particularly wife, children, must be supportive. And they are supportive. Because when they see every day you come home tired and what work you had done, and when they understand the importance of your social work, it is a wonderful social. It's not NGO or it's not anybody moving with some patakas here and there, but it's the real protection of the society you are doing. Plus, they have seen you working so hard. So naturally there is a respect. So out of that they keep on supporting you. Those police officers who could not get this support within their house, I would say unfortunate. But fortunate police families, there are 99.9%, there might be exception of 0.01% who is not supporting, but every family of police officer is supporting.
You're the
And they
real
support.
heroes.
And
for
they
them.
support. Yes. We become a real hero for them.
Very
They
true.
narrate them the story. Even when there are some issues or some sort of inquiry against you, some criticism, there also they support you.
Yeah.
There also
Thick
there's
and thin. Wow, amazing, sir. So, sir, you happen to share one, incident where you narrated that you were a professor, and then you moved to this field. What exactly changed within you, or what was that calling that made you shift from this otherwise looking comfortable and attractive career to something that looks risky, has so many responsibility? What
It
exactly
is
happened?
it is a bit dramatic kind of. I never intended to be a police officer
Oh, really?
because yeah, I passed my BSc, I passed my MSc. I was a professor in college teaching chemistry to the student, and then somebody thought and will come to police. No, that was not possible. I did it, but one simple reason. I have first thought in my mind to incline and tilt towards these services. That is my mother. She was from Madhya Pradesh.
Okay.
And for her, Daroga, in Madhya Pradesh they call him Daroga.
Daroga ji, yes.
Daroga is the most powerful man. So, if even you would have asked her that time, who is more powerful, Prime Minister or Daroga, she would say Daroga is more powerful.
Okay.
So, I told him I become professor. प्रोफेसर काय झाले, दरोगा व्हायला पाहिजे होतं, दरोगा पाहिजे असं. आणि मग म्हटलं आई असं म्हणते तर चलो आजमा के देखेंगे. बट आय रिअलाइज बेटर दॅन अ प्रोफेसर देर वॉज अ वंडरफुल पोलीस ऑफिसर इन मी who could go up to international level and put some impression on United Nations
Yeah.
as an Indian ambassador over there. So sometimes somebody clicks some thought and it becomes a path of your justifying existence. It's a wonderful journey of life.
It becomes a blessing in disguise.
Yes. So that was the main thing. Then I just gave the exam, MPSC. That time, first time MPSC has to taken the exam, and I stood first in the state. So she came to the college where I was teaching and met the principal and asked the principal that you relieve him immediately. I had said no, principal मला रिलीव करतील नाही करतील मला माहिती नाही. ती काही बोलली नाही, डायरेक्ट कॉलेजला आली.
Went, oh,
प्रिन्सिपलला म्हटली माझा पोरगा दरोगा झालाय, त्याला तिकडे जायला पाहिजे, तुम्ही त्याला
finally a
सोडा.
dream was getting fulfilled.
She-
No
she-
one
she was
can come
very
in
happy.
between.
She was very happy. And this police uniform was nothing but gift and blessing of my mother.
Wow, wow, that's so beautiful, sir. So you literally lived dream of your mother,
Mother,
and that's one of the reasons probably so much success, so much fame, everything came to you. That mother's blessings, right? Amazing. So, sir, now coming to our next question, that you come from this amazing side of lot of actions and lot of taking being courageous all the time, and you also happen to be into this psychology. You have studied psychology. So how exactly do you feel it helps you while being a police, while being everything that you have achieved and achieving in life?
As I told you, the chemistry professor always remained with me under the uniform. I never let him die or smothered. He remained with me. And he used to help me a lot. That's why in every case, I used to go deep up to what has happened, what has not happened, why this could happen, why people become criminal, and all that. So that professor was more in psychology. I have never studied psychology in school or college. माणसं आपण जेव्हा पुस्तक वाचतो तेव्हा पुस्तकातले कॅरेक्टर्स वाचत असतो. पनिनी म्हणा, ययाती म्हणा, तुमचं वि स खांडेकरांची पुस्तकं, मृत्युंजय, कर्ण वाचत असतो. आपण पुस्तकातली माणसं वाचत असतो. पण पोलीस एक प्रोफेशन असं आहे की ज्याला माणसातलं पुस्तक वाचण्याची संधी असते.
वाव.
जेव्हा एक 20 वर्षाची तरुणी येऊन तुमच्यासमोर सांगते की 2 महिन्यापूर्वी आईचं निधन झाल्यानंतर जन्मदात्या बापाने अंगाला तेल लावण्याच्या बहाण्याने माझ्यावर अतिप्रसंग केला, तिचे गाल कसे ओथंबतात, तिच्या डोळ्यातून आसवं कशी पाझरतात आणि बोलताना तिचा कंठ कसा वर खाली डावीकडे उजवीकडे होतो, हे माणसातलं पुस्तक वाचणं नाही आहे तर काय. अँड व्हॉट इज द डिस्प्ले? डिस्प्ले इज ह्युमन इमोशन्स. So I was so exposed to it and I had that kind of inclination और नज़र आप कह सकते हो कि वैसा मुझे उस नज़रिए से देखने को मज़ा आता था.
So it was out of curiosity.
Out
sir,
of
do you
curiosity.
feel?
And I understand psychology is very important to know. And when I went in United Nations, there was a Russian friend of mine, counterpart. We were all country police officers working together. So he was MA in psychology. He said, you are MSc in chemistry, so why not to work with genetic combination and psychology? So criminal behavior and genetics was the main topic. We started working together. Now then it was refined and brought to genetic orientation of thought dynamics. When thought becomes dynamic and it has origin in your genetics, so it must be something amazing to understand and learn. And when I sent my thesis to New York University, they said, your thesis is bearing upon psychology, so we are giving you MPhil in psychology.
Oh, wow.
So that is how the degree came from the sky. I never studied psychology.
Oh, wow. You never studied
Never
as
studied.
such.
See the life, how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
Then
you
I
just
understood-
kept taking action and it just
Then
fell
I
into
understood
your
it
lap.
in deep. My God, the world is so beautiful. The universe is so cosmic, full of cosmic.
This is so amazing. Like, it is so amazing to know that you are a chemistry professor. You became police simply to live dream of your mother. Then you got into psychology, which you never even studied, and you just, got it because you were so amazing. Like, life literally, had its plan and you just surrendered. Yeah.
I accepted it.
Wow. That's
Never
so,
avoid
so
anything,
amazing.
good or bad. Good or bad. Even bad experience, I never avoided. I said, they will teach me. And sorrow and pain, agonies, where my energy? If happiness is coming to you, it will take something from you.
Yeah.
मुझे मेडल मिला, पार्टी दे दी, 1,00,000 रुपए खर्च कर दिए, विस्की पिलाई लोगों को, खाना खिलाया, वाह. That has taken some bucks from my pocket because it is happiness.
Yes.
But when sorrow comes, it gives you something. जेव्हा वेदना येतात तेव्हा त्या वेदना तुम्हाला एक विशिष्ट प्रकारची ऊर्जा देण्यासाठी आलेल्या असतात. ज्ञानेश्वरांनी ज्या वेदनेतून ज्ञानेश्वरी लिहिली, वेदनेची ऊर्जा कशी करावी याचं सारस्वत शाश्वत ज्ञानेश्वर माऊलीमध्ये मला दिसतंय. आणि म्हणून मग ज्ञानेश्वरीवर मी ते पुस्तक टीनेजरसाठी लिहिलं की कुठल्या वयात लिहिली? 16व्या वर्षात.
Amrutchan Kove.
अमृतशन कोळे. यू शुड थिंक ऑफ युअर लाईफ इन दॅट पर्टिक्युलर एज. त्या वयामध्ये तुमचं करिअर घडवणारा विचार मनात येत असतो. यू शुड कॅच.
So what is that book all about, sir? Since we are like, I know we are kind of jumping on that, but since you're talking about it, what is that book all about? And if any person, like today's teenager, wants to go through it, then what would be the takeaway from
You're
that
not
book?
jumping, you're running in a flow. It has bearing
Thank you
upon
so much.
psychology. That is the teenage psychology.
Okay.
Psychology, when I started studying, simultaneously I started studying the criminal world and encounters, as I told you. Certain encounters took place by me. My last encounter was in Agripada. The dismissed police constable who became a gangster later on was killed in that encounter. And that triggered me out. Basically, I'm a professor. Now I'm a police officer. That time I had pen in my hand. Now my revolver in my hand. Sometimes I use both pen and revolver together. What exactly should I do? Kind of a dilemma was in my mind. And the answer was, the big criminals, kingpin, never been encountered. All these small criminals, where from they are coming? A very poor or low middle socio-economic strata. They do not have proper education. So why not to catch them young? Then I started visiting municipal school,
Wow.
talking with the students and conversing with them. If they are being given proper understanding about their self-actualization, they would not have become criminal. There was an incident I will narrate you. Arun Gowli came on bail. He was released from jail and there was a festival, Navratri. So he was sitting in his this. So there used to be line to meet him. So I thought, why this line? डैडी को मिलने जाते हैं. मैं क्या करते मिलके? डैडी इनका इंटरव्यू लेता है. अच्छा, तो हमने प्लेन क्लॉथ में कुछ यंग पुलिस वाले भी खड़े कर दिए लाइन में कि तुम भी जाओ और लाइन में लोग क्या बोलते हैं उनसे पूछो. एक एडवर्ड नावाचा मुलगा, ख्रिश्चन मुलगा, न्यू बॉम्बेमध्ये राहणार, त्या लाईनमध्ये होता. तो आमच्या कॉन्स्टेबलला बोलतो की मी 2 मर्डर केलेले आहे, 2 हाऊस ब्रेकिंग केलं आहे, सोनचाकळी वगैरे मारणं तर बिलकुल माझ्या डाव्या हातचा खेळ आहे. आय डू इट. सो उसने फोन किया, साहेब तो असं असं बोलतोय, त्याने एवढं एवढं केलेलं आहे म्हणतो. म्हटलं ठीक आहे, त्याला जाऊ दे, काही गडबड करू नको, त्याला भेटू दे. परत निघाला तो की गुपचूप त्याला बाहेरच्या बाहेरून उचलून पोलीस स्टेशनला घेऊन ये. तो घेऊन आला त्याला. ही ब्रॉट हिम. ही स्टार्टेड क्राईंग. ही सेड, सर मला कोणीतरी सांगितलं की डॅडीला असं सांगितलं तर ते तुम्हाला गँगमध्ये घेतात आणि गँगमध्ये घेतल्यानंतर मग तुम्हाला 5,000 रुपये महिना सुरू होतो. आय एम टॉकिंग ऑफ 1998. So you can imagine the perception of youth, misguided youth. So these people, we must catch them young, and that was the intent. It's a model of psychology. If you mold them in that particular age, they can stop from becoming criminal. So that
So
was
your
the
journey, even as a author, started because out of this curiosity.
out of that
and
police. Had I not
intention.
been in police, I would not have been developing that perception, and I might not have written any book. But that has happened. And 2 examples I chose from our history. World history, there are so many others, Churchill and Abraham Lincoln. But 2 best example, one is Naneshwar Mauli and another is Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Both of them had decided to justify their existence in teenage.
Very true.
करंगळी कापून 10 टेंब रक्ताचा अभिषेक शंकराच्या पिंडीवर करून हिंदवी स्वराज्याचं स्थापना करणारा प्रतिज्ञा करतोय तो छत्रपती 17 वर्षाचा आहे. ज्ञानेश्वरी लिहितो तो 16 वर्षाचा आहे. दिस इज दी करिश्मा. दिस इज अ नेक्टर एज फिनॉमिना.
Yeah.
And once you catch it, there is nothing to worry about your career. Career is spelled out. पण तुम्हाला ते वाचता आलं पाहिजे, ते त्या वयात वाचता आलं पाहिजे. That was the main purpose of writing
So, sir,
these
I'm
answers.
sure you must be feeling, a lot of frustration within every time you must be seeing these, especially these terrorists who are just teenagers, who are in early 20s, even what has happened in Pahalgam. When we see the age of, these terrorists who killed so many people, they were exactly at this age.
Exactly.
So that kind of frustration, helplessness, do you feel within yourself?
It was not called frustration, it was called mental agony. I was getting restless. I was unable to sleep. How many criminals like that I can kill? But all they are good, no, not bad. खळांची व्यंकटी सांडो, त्या सत्कर्मी रती वाढो, भूता परस्पर पडो, मित्र दिवाय. खळांची व्यंकटी सांडो. खळं म्हणजे खलनायक, दुष्ट माणूस. त्याची व्यंकटी सांडो म्हणजे त्याचा दुर्स्वभाव जो आहे तो सांडो. खळांना मारून टाका असं पसायदानामध्ये म्हटलेलं नाही. तर त्यांना तुम्ही न मारता दुरुस्त करू शकता का, तो प्रयत्न तुम्ही करा. म्हटलं मी एज्युकेटेड आहे, मी प्रोफेसर होतो, माझ्या एवढं शिक्षण कोणाला नाही, मला हे सगळं कळतं आहे, सगळे परसेप्टिव्ह माझ्या डोक्यात जमा होतात आहे, मी कशाला वेस्ट घालू. आय शुड डू समथिंग. अँड दॅट इज हाऊ आय स्टार्टेड दिस बुक. पोएट्रीला पहिल्यापासून आवड होती.
Yeah.
ते पोएट्रीचं येत राहिलं, बाकीच्या गोष्टी होत राहिल्या. अँड द लाईफ वॉज
Amazing.
fulfillment.
And sir, I have also heard you talking, when we were having this discussion, that you are also fond of Urdu poetry. So how, being a person who is into police, who is basically a Maharashtrian by birth, how your affinity to Urdu language started and where it has taken you?
Urdu was little bit difficult for me to understand.
Exactly.
I was posted to Muslim area, that is Dongri. Then in that JJMR, MRMR, so many other areas where Muslim population was lot. And through their conversation, I could understand that this is good language. बात करने को अच्छा लगता है. So meanwhile, I had read one article of Lata Mangeshkar, where she said कि if I would not have learned Urdu, she was told by Dilip Kumar कि आप उर्दू का स्टडी कीजिए, अल्फाजों में वो मुलायम बात आएगी. तो she said unless and until I would have studied Urdu, I would not have become so great in my singing.
Wow.
I said चलो उर्दू ज़बान में तो ताकत है बहुत बड़ी. फिर I started studying उर्दू. तो वहाँ एक दरगाह थी, वहाँ पे एक चादर चढ़ाने एक आते थे, हाफिज़. He was from Ayodhya. And he was equally good in Sanskrit and Urdu, both language.
Wow.
So he used to come to me I used to pay him 20 rupees a month and he taught me Urdu, the basic Urdu. Now, after that, when I became all this, in one operation, I was put to work as an intelligence officer. And I was made a complete Muslim into. Even I had my circumcisioning and all that. मेरी सुनता खतना सब हो गई है. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह रब्बिल आलमीन ला हौला अल्लाह को सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम. ये मुझे करना पड़ा. दैट इज अ पुल ऑफ माई जॉब. ये सब होने के बाद में मुझे पता चला कि मेरी पोइट्री में भी अच्छा रंग आ रहा है, लफ्ज़ों में नज़ाकत आ रही है. वैसे थोड़ा रोमांटिक ढंग की पोइट्री लिखता था. फिर मैंने वो पोइट्री लिखी, बेजुबा तर्ज. बेजुबा तर्ज लिखने के बाद में मैंने बोला इसको प्रिफेस इसकी लेनी चाहिए, कोई बड़ा आदमी चाहिए. वरना बोलेगा एक तो महाराष्ट्रीयन आणि त्यातल्या त्यात पोलीसवाला, कोणाच्या कविता ढापून तर नाही आणल्या पुस्तक लिहायला.
Exactly. This sounds like
साहित्य
extremes.
चौर्य कर्म साहित्यात खूप चालतं. म्हटलं कोणातरी जोहरीकडे गेलं पाहिजे. देन इट वॉज जावेद अख्तर. आय वेंट टू जावेद अख्तरनी 2-2.5 महिने घेतले सगळं करायला. प्रत्येक गोष्ट माझ्याकडून समजून घेतली, ठणकावून घेतली. त्या काळात ते सकाळी मला 5:30 वाजता बोलवायचे. त्यावेळी ते लगानचे गाणे लिहित होते, तो काळ. आणि माझ्याशी बोलून हे करून ते करून, हे कसं ते कसं ते कसं, बऱ्याचशा अशा गोष्टी होत्या त्याच्यातल्या ते हे सांगत होते. तर बेजुबा तर्ज हा शब्द कुठून आला, जेव्हा मी त्यांना एक्सप्लेन केलं की रामदासाच्या एका दोह्यातून हा शब्द आलेला आहे, तर ही वॉज सो हॅपी, सो हॅपी
Wow.
कि वो बात ही क्या जो लफ्जों में बया हूँ. वैखरी ज्याला म्हणतात, तुम्ही तोंडाने बोलून व्यक्त होता त्याला अर्थ काय. नज़र से बात करो,
Wow.
इशारे से बात करो, वो सबसे बड़ी ज़ुबान है. उससे भी बड़ी ज़ुबान है नाभि में. नाभिस्थानी उनमें श्रुति परादाणीचे श्रुती ध्वनिरूप पश्यंती हृदय वसे कंठी नाद आला मध्यमा जाणीजे त्याला जीभ उच्चारित अक्षराला वैखरी बोलेचे. हे जे दासबोधामध्ये रामदास आमचे म्हणतोय, हे संत सुफी लोक खरे आमच्या संस्कृतीचे पिलर आहेत. देर इज नथिंग लाईक हिंदू मुस्लिम. मग ह्यांनी ते वैखरी, नाद, पश्यंती आणि परा, सगळ्यात श्रेष्ठ भाषा कुठली. परा, नाभीच्या देठापासून ओरडला म्हणतो. मुलगा अमेरिकेत असतो, त्याला तिकडे सर्दी होते, इकडे आईला कळतं की माझ्या मुलाला बरं नाही आहे. ही कुठली लँग्वेज आहे. निशब्द है, बेजुबा है, इसकी कोई जुबा नहीं है, मगर ये तर्ज है, एक वेव है. वो वेव अपने माँ के ओम से निकल कर वहाँ जाती है, बच्चे को फील करती है, वापस आके कहती है कि तेरा बच्चा ठीक नहीं है. बेजुबान तर्ज. इस जुबान से खुदावंद परवरदिगार से, परमेश्वराशी, तुमच्या प्रेयसी बरोबर आणि तुमच्या आई बरोबर संवाद होतो.
Wow.
That language. So it went, but credit goes to that professor. This is not a credit of police officer. Police officer make me enrich in experiences.
Yeah. And
But-
made you curious also. I can see that curiosity is the one.
But the professor shaped those enrichment of
Yeah.
experiences.
So
मला मटेरियल मिळालं, पण त्याचा पुतळा निर्माण केला प्राध्यापकाने.
very, very true. So now I cannot ignore one amazing thing that you said. I have to ask this question that first, you were into Mumbai police. Then how this journey towards UN and working for UN, as a investigator, as a private detective, how exactly this happened? Even that was an opportunity, or it just like happened on its
No,
own?
there was a call internationally when there were problem and ethnic unrest in Kosovo, Bosnia, Herzegovina, all those Balkan countries of Yugoslavia. There were a lot of problems there. वंशविच्छेद म्हणजे एका वंशाने दुसऱ्या वंशाचा माणूस जिवंतच ठेवायचा नाही. तो किती टोकाचा असतो. आपण जे बघतो ते जातीय दंगली बघतो, धार्मिक दंगली बघतो, पण वंशविच्छेद त्याच्याही पलीकडे जातो की तुमचं छोटं मूल असेल तेही जिवंत ठेवायचं नाही. असा जो तिथे भाग होता. तर जगातल्या सगळ्या देशांमधून, पर्टिक्युलरली डेमोक्रॅटिक कंट्रीमधून तिथे मदत जात होती. भारताकडे आर्थिक मदत नव्हती, पण भारताकडे मॅनपॉवर होतं. भारताने सांगितलं की आम्ही तुम्हाला आमचे तुम्ही तुमच्या पद्धतीने येऊन सिलेक्ट करून बेस्ट ऑफ द पोलीस ऑफिसर विल गिव्ह देअर फॉर डेमोक्रॅटिक पोलिसिंग.
Wow.
आता तो जो भाग आहे तिथला, तो रशियाचा आणि कम्युनिस्ट काइंड ऑफ थॉट्स आहेत. त्याच्यामध्ये डेमोक्रॅटिक पोलिसिंग पोलिसांना शिकवायचं, ते काम आमचं होतं. अँड देट आय वॉज सिलेक्टेड. रशियन टीम आली होती, त्यांनी सिलेक्शन केलं आमचा. लोक दिल्लीला जाऊन आम्ही थांबलो, तिथे आमचं सिलेक्शन झालं. टेस्ट घेण्यात आला वेगवेगळ्या लँग्वेजच्या, फायरिंगच्या, ड्रायव्हिंगच्या, फिजिकल, बाकी सगळ्या, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये सिलेक्ट झालो.
You got select.
So that was a big honor. And getting international police medal is something very glorious for my police career. Nobody generally get that chance.
Yeah, exactly, sir. So how many years have you worked for UN?
1 year.
1 year. And in 1 year you achieved so much.
I achieved more than life, because in that 1 year I could interact with my counterparts from Germany, Italy, France, Britain, America, Japan.
Wow.
So many.
Which year was that, sir, if I may ask?
2000.
2000. Wow.
2000, 2001.
Wow, that's amazing. Again, sir, another very curious question from my side. You happen to share that in one of the situations you were part of intellectual intelligence work, and you had to act like a Muslim person. So, if you are allowed to, can you talk a little more about
That was after 93, right?
Acha,
There were
okay.
certain things to be unveiled of. And the most important thing was when the Kutubuddin, the owner of East West Airline, the first ever private airline launched in Mumbai in 1994, and he was shot dead. That case was under investigation of me, and in that case we caught the accused and we recovered the revolver. But that revolver was having stamp of Pakistan Army.
Oh,
So having that stamp of Pakistan Army make our this thing alert ki there must be a consignment. One or two weapons cannot be like this. In search of that consignment, then the subsequent raids were there and this thing. But to get it operated and make it complete exercise, I had to do the role of that Muslim. I was attached to JJMR police station that time, and I had to do a role of Muslim person.
so what was your role exactly? What kind of information you
I
had
worked
to?
as a बंगार का दुकान वाला. I work as a बनियान street में उधर जाके हॉकर का ये करने वाला. All these things I used to do to get the information, to mingle and mix with them. And then finally we could get a success. But for that purpose, हिंदी and उर्दू जुबान, जब मैं किसी से बात करूँ तो ये भूले से भी पता न चले कि कोई महाराष्ट्रियन बंदा उर्दू में बात कर रहा है. तो ये बातें उसको थी. आई थिंक दैट वाज द क्वालिटी विच हेल्प मी.
Yeah, it just clicked effortlessly. It
Yes,
clicked.
yes. Interclick of professor and police officer. That helped throughout my life. Even as on today, I've been called ex-ACP, formal ACP, but the professor is always there.
Yeah.
So that combination was a wonder for me. And I think I was made to live that kind of life. And exist that way and justify my existence.
Yeah. Do you really feel that you enjoyed that
I
phase?
enjoy every moment. Even the most enjoyable moment of my life is the pain I receive. I never avoid it. I enjoy pain, I am telling you. Because I know the pain is coming to enrich me.
Wow.
They will not rob me. Happiness may rob me.
Wow, that's such a beautiful way of looking at life, sir. So, sir, what exactly, drives you to give your best even at this age? Like, nobody's asking you to work the way you're working with so much passion and all. So, what exactly drives you? कि आज भी, आपको लगता है कि morning में उठना चाहिए, इतनी सारी चीज़ें achieve करनी चाहिए. Day after day, you keep doing it. What is that, secret behind this passion?
Because I am not dying. Every day, a new sun comes and tells me, there is some wonderful work for you.
Wow.
How dare I avoid it? I have to do it. I get up in the morning around 4:35. I do my Vipassana meditation. For some time, then I get fresh, go to Shivaji Park, mix with the people. I have my fan foundation there, play volleyball, come
Fan
home.
Foundation, okay.
Fan foundation. Come home, took my brunch, no breakfast, no lunch, but brunch I take heavy, and after that no food. And if sometimes I feel hungry, so around 4:30, 5 o'clock, I may take some sandwich or something light. So no food.
No dinner.
No dinner. After sunset, no food.
Wow.
And then pass some time with people, sometimes on TV anchor or debate, and this thing goes on. Sometimes some social meetings, or some friends keep coming home, chit chat this. Then finally going to book, read something somewhere and sleep around 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Wow.
Then again in the morning. So this is the cycle.
What an enriched life, sir, I would say.
People say, why you work? If I not work, then
What do I
I'll
do?
be insulting cosmic universe.
Very
They
true.
keep me so fit. At the age of 70, I am able to play volleyball. Why? There is always reason.
You play volleyball,
Yes.
volleyball at the age of
70.
70.
Yes, I play daily 2 games.
So what according to you, sir, is the secret behind this fitness? I know I'm asking all the questions out of so excitement and because
Yes.
people who are in 30s, people who are in 40s, and they have so many complaints about life.
Yes.
About, अरे ये नहीं जम रहा है, वो नहीं जम रहा है, body दुख रही है. And then look at someone like you who is talking about playing volleyball at the age of 70 and who has no plans to slow down in life. So it's nothing but, just a lot of curiosity coming out. So we all want to know, not just me, I'm sure every person who's watching this right now wants to know how exactly does this happen?
Basically, it is justifying the human existence. If I have been bestowed with certain qualities, उसको उजागर करना चाहिए. I must exhibit that. I must live for those qualities.
You must honor.
You must honor. That will be the honor for Almighty. Number one. And number two, as I said, He's keeping me alive. So, unless and until I do that work, I'm not justifying myself. So, I must do. And finally, people ask, but why? Why? But why?
क्यों करना है?
क्यों करना है? नहीं किया तो होगा नहीं क्या? बाकी लोग हैं दुनिया में इतने अच्छे अच्छे काम कर सभी करेंगे, तुम्हारे अकेले करने से थोड़ी कुछ होगा. मैं बोला वो करना इसलिए है कि मेरे आने के पहले ये दुनिया जितनी खूबसूरत थी, मैं थोड़ी और खूबसूरत करके चला जाऊं. और इसीलिए हर दिन जिंदा रहता हूं. मौत आती ही नहीं है और तब तक आएगी भी नहीं. जब तक मेरा काम जारी है तो मेरा भी तो स्वार्थ है.
Yeah. Till the time you are living this beautiful life, you feel you are like secured.
Yes.
I'm doing my best. Okay, sir, that was an amazing interview, I would say. Now here is the best part. I'll be asking you certain questions. It's gonna be rapid fire. I'll be asking you. You would be giving me the answer without thinking too much.
Yes.
So, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready.
Okay. So, sir, gun or pen? What wins battles in today's world?
Pen.
Okay. One book that changed your life.
Dostoevsky's Crime and Punishment.
And why?
Because he said he don't believe in one person punishing other person as a criminal. Because the mechanism of punishment has already been inclined inside. It has been fitted inside as your conscious and for some subconscious. If you do something wrong, the guilt will keep on biting. Guilt will never allow you to live. And that is your worst punishment.
So true.
This is the theory when he propounded in 1886, Dostoevsky, Crime and Punishment. So punishment mechanism is already set inside. If you do crime, you are getting punished by yourself.
Yeah, nobody else needs
Nobody
to
else.
punish you.
In New World, I realize, well, this reference is not there in Dostoevsky's book. It's a simple story of a teenage boy who commits murder. Today's world, I discovered for hypertension, blood pressure, diabetes, coronary diseases and cancer, there are no viruses.
Yeah.
We called it psychosomatic diseases. Mano vikar janya vyadhi. मन में विकार आ गया, you are inviting some
Emotions
trouble.
play a huge role.
You are inviting some trouble.
So
एक तो ऐसा काम करो कि मन में विकार ना आए, और अगर आ गया, इनएविटेबली भी कभी कभी आ जाता है, आ गया तो उसको मेडिटेशन या बाकी की जो भी साधन सामग्री उपलब्ध है उससे निकाल फेंको.
Wow.
You are safe. So that is the book.
One of the
Dostoevsky
best
changed my life.
ever advices I think I have got in my life. And I'm sure this is going to be my core memory, sir. This is so beautiful. Next one. Courtroom or classroom? What feels more alive?
Classroom.
Okay. One quote you live by.
This world is wonderful and life is beautiful.
Wow, that's so amazing. If the next generation reads only one of your poems, which one and why?
Do you want me to say poem?
Yes, 100%. I want to hear this.
Will it be in Marathi? Okay.
Yeah, perfectly fine, sir.
माझी शिलालेख या पुस्तकातली एक कविता आहे, मराठीत आहे. प्रेम आणि प्रेमासारखी सुंदर गोष्ट पूर्ण जगात नाही. प्रेम ही अतिशय मौल्यवान गिफ्ट आहे परमेश्वराने आपल्याला दिलेलं आहे. त्या प्रेमावर मी लिहिलेलं आहे. उन्मेषातून उमलण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. उन्मेषातून उमलण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. कळीतून फूल होण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. पाकळ्यावरील दव होण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. थेंबात एका नाहून घेण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. एक बूंद से नहा लो,
Wow.
मोहब्बत वो है. अवकाशातून तरंगण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. अवकाशातून तरंगण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. रंगहीन होऊन पुन्हा रंगून जाण्याची कला आहे प्रेम.
Oh.
माती लेऊन मळण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. रेंद्यात चिखलात गडबडले. माती लेऊन मळण्याची कला आहे प्रेम आणि पाती होऊन गळण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. पिवळं पान झालं की गळणं,
Wow,
ते पण
that's so
प्रेमाचा आविष्कार आहे त्याच्यात. मिसळून सुगंधित होण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. मिसळून सुगंधित होण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. मातीतून पुन्हा अंकुरण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. मातीतून पुन्हा अंकुरण्याची कला आहे. आभास खरा बोधण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. निद्रेत स्वप्न शोधण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. आणि शेवटचं आहे विश्वसेतू बांधण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. वसुदैव कुटुंबकम. विश्वसेतू बांधण्याची कला आहे प्रेम. विश्वात्म्याचीच खरी लीला आहे प्रेम. विश्वात्म्याचीच खरी लीला आहे.
Wow, sir. What an amazing poem. What an amazing life you're living. And what an amazing podcast, I would say. Amazing,
Thank you so
sir.
much.
Thank you so much for living your life to the fullest and teaching all of us listening to you, showing that this is how the life should be lived. So thank you so much for taking out time, and may you keep playing volleyball all your life, and maybe keep getting opportunities to again invite you and know so much about you, sir. So thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.